Live a little, Julia. Start by once saying yes. So the outfit is revealing. You have nothing worth concealing, and men find this appealing. Behave, Julia. No, be brave, Julia. And live a little, Julia. This is only a dress. This is not some mortal sin. It may turn out you look good in it, and voila. No, just a minute. Well, maybe I could pin it. No, be bold, Julia. So behold, Julia. Time to break free, find a new me, no apologies. Wanna be what I'm not. Wanna be bad, scantily clad. Wanna be had. I'm a tad overwrought. Time to fly high, catch a guy's eye, show a little thigh. Say goodbye to the saint. Show a little lack of restraint. Live a little, Julia. Spread your winglets and soar. Life, it should enthrall you, but life will ne'er befall you unless you give it all you can give. Think positive and get ready to live. Get ready to live. I'm finally ready to live. I'm sorry. I think I'll go change it to something else.
Huey! Huey, for God's sake, come here. I just want to talk to you. Huey, will you please come out from under there and come over here, you stupid cat? You peed on my favorite skirt and I didn't even get mad at you. Huey, I am so good to you. I am like your best friend, Huey, in the world. But you know what? I don't even want you, Huey, I don't. My mom made me take you when she got a new couch. I never wanted you. I don't want a cat. I do want a cat, but I want a different cat, Huey. I want a cat that's gonna play with me and sit on my lap. That's your job, Huey. I want a cat that's gonna take me on picnics and pay for me at the movies and hold the door to let me in. I want a cat that's tall and handsome with big hands and black hair and a black leather jacket, and we take off across Texas and Arizona, driving nonstop with the hot desert wind blowing through our hair. Oh, me on your lap, pushing the accelerator, and we're just fucking like rabbits like crazy. And the moon is smiling and nodding, saying, hell yeah! Well, that's the kind of cat I want, Huey. And you don't really do anything like that, do you, Huey? I take care of you. I feed you, and you're supposed to love me. That's the agreement. You love me. You love me.
Warm and tender, or like cold champagne, like evening walks along a country lane, with the stars coming out one by one up above. Well, that's what it's like love, like bright and sparkling as a Christmas tree, or dark and stormy as a winter sea, like the sock on a chin from a champion's glove. Well, that's what it's like love. How do I know what it is that I feel when I feel what it is that I know isn't real. And I know what I feel is the thing that's confusing me. Merely because this particular thrill was a thrill that I thought was particular till I discovered the one that I loved was in love with me. That's why the words begin to tumble from my lips, and crazy tingles touch my fingertips like the needles and pins that you've heard spoken of. Well, that's what it's like love. That's why the words begin to tumble from my lips, and crazy tingles touch my fingertips like the needles and pins that you've heard spoken of. Well, that's what it's like. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. It's like love.
You work at New Helvetia, right?
Right. Let's just admit it. I'm a freaking catch. Every time I walk down the street, I feel somebody looking at me, you know? I'm serious. I'm not trying to brag, I promise. I'm just trying to be real about this. I think it's important to be real about things like this because I'm really freaking smart. I am. I am smarter than most people I meet, and I'm probably smarter than you, and not just that liberal arts bullshit, but I'm good at math. People are always like, man, I'm bad at math, like that makes them cool. No, it doesn't. You suck at math. That doesn't make you cool. Math makes you cool. It's not hard to be good at math. Anyways, so I never say this stuff to anybody sort of because I'm kind of afraid that they'll hate me. Like, the more I think about it, the more it makes me feel like I'm a bad person and I should be ashamed and I should just bury this all deep down and keep my eyes on the pavement whenever I feel somebody looking at me. Like, the other day, this guy, he said to me, "You're really beautiful." And I just said no. It's like a reflex. You're beautiful? No. You're smart? No. You're funny? No. You're beautiful? But sometimes I wonder what would happen if I really went for it. I mean, I'm a little afraid of what would happen if I really went for it. Like, if I walked down the street and looked those men in the eyes and I said, yes, I am beautiful. And yes, I'm only 20 years old now, but just give me 10 more years because I'm gonna be a fucking surgeon. I'm gonna be a fucking genius poet with my own company. I am going to be ridiculously more attractive than I am now, and I'm gonna be great at sex, and I'm gonna cut people open like it's my fucking job because it is my fucking job.
When I was 16, I had this giant crush on Jenny Lee, my Kim Lab partner. Each day during lunch, I tried to ask her out and see if she'd be my date to the junior prom dance. As the class bell rang, I could feel my heart begin to race, and I'd walk up to her and I would get right in her face, and I'd awkwardly try to say, "Would you go out with me someday?" And she just smiled and said, "I don't like you, so no." All I ever wanted to be was to just be liked by Jenny Lee. Okay, maybe that didn't happen. Some things don't turn out as you planned. Learn to love the ride, do that, and you'll understand. Others will tell you what to feel deep down inside. But just remember, it's not the outcome, it's the ride. I will take the ride and it will make me strong. Just enjoy the ride, it's never steered me wrong. I will take the ride and I'll find where I belong. Take the ride where I belong.
Well, this part I've got. This part I think I understand. What I don't get, or what I'd like to get, is if you're so fucking real, Lydia, then how come you're even here? Right? If you're so much better than me, I mean, you could just wait me out, and I'll just float away like a little piece of paper, like I'm nothing, right? Because that's what I am. Nothing. Right? So why the fuck are you up here taking me apart? I mean, what a great fucking snow job you do on the world, all of you. And I mean, I buy it. We all buy it. I mean, my family, all of a sudden it's like I'm Mary Tyler fucking Moore or something. I mean, they live in hell, right? They just want to be rich or clean or sober, live on a street with trees like some fucking TV show. And I did it. I'm the big success story. They don't even know what that means. It means that instead of getting harassed by guys in bars, now I get harassed by guys in suits. Guys who talk nice. Guys in glasses. Guys in suits. Well, you know what I have to say to all of you? Shame on you for thinking that you're better than everybody else. And you know what? Shame on you for being mean to me. Shame on you, Lydia.
So what if things aren't, like, tasteful? And any movement is going to attract fucked up people as well as strong, healthy, intelligent people. And some who would have been sympathetic or turned off. Well, so fucking what? They'll be a part of the second wave. I mean, you know this. Any movement is going to alienate the people who are too lazy to look at the main intentions of the movement. And I'll tell you something. I came out because I was sick and tired of being a goddamn sympathizer. It's true, I really believe it. It's the only way. Women have been oppressed for so long that nothing is going to change if we keep sleeping with our oppressors. I'm sorry, but just look at sex. Men fuck you. And the only way to get off is to submit. So if there is this element with letting go with the people who are keeping us down, and if it is a rare case where the guy isn't an asshole and he really cares about you and who you are, then it's even harder. Because if a guy is that sensitive, he's gotta be really fucked up. We have all been so programmed to think of women as serving the man. The only way to change that is for women to return to the source, to each other. It's the only way.
Beauty on the beautiful board. Then stop, lascivious panting. I can't move, I can't speak, do her feet touch the ground? This goddess among us, this beauty. If I ever see her again, I will speak, ask her name, ask her back to my rooms. She will take off her clothes, lie down, and I will paint her. I will. Is this how it feels when God sends you a muse and you let her walk away? I have her portrait in my portfolio. If I ever see her again, I will speak, ask her name, ask her back to my rooms. In the afternoon sun, inhale her perfume, take her coat, bending low, smell the scent on her neck, smell the sweat on her skin, move her limbs, put her hand on her breast, see her there in the light, and I will paint her. I will paint her. I will paint her. I will paint her.
Why do you hate me? Because I have, you think, power over you? Listen to me. Listen to me, Professor. It's the power that you hate. So deeply that any atmosphere of free discussion is impossible. It's not unlikely. It's impossible. The thing which you find so cruel is the self-same process of selection that I and my group go through every day of our lives, in our test scores and class rankings. Is it unfair? I can't tell you. You write of your responsibility to the youth. You write that education is just hazing, but we work to get to this school. And some of us overcame prejudices, economic and sexual, that you can't even begin to imagine what it is to be subject to that power. Who do you think I am? I came to you for help. I was struggling. I was confused, and you smiled at me. You laughed. You made jokes. You made me feel like I didn't matter, like this was all some little game, but guess what? It is a game. And I'm winning. Because they believe me, and they don't believe you. And do you want to know why? You misjudged me. Because I have nothing to lose. I'm not the one with the career on the line. You did this to yourself. You talk too much. You let your guard down. I'm not here to cry. I'm not here to beg for sympathy. I'm here to tell you that you made a mistake. And I'm gonna make sure you regret it. Every single day. To be honest, I don't think I need lessons on empathy. But everyone else in the office does. Oh, you're gonna love it here. I know you hear debt collection agency and you think everyone here must be really mean. But you're right. Oh, it's just a really small, insular community, and everyone is so outgoing and mean, and it's just a really exciting, really scary community. Oh, you seem lovely. Everyone here's gonna hit on you. I'm trying to say that like it's a compliment, but really it's a warning. Everyone here is going to hit on you, and you won't be able to get anything done unless you shut it down. And even then, they're just gonna find a way around it, and then they're just gonna wear you down until you disappear. Maybe you should start dating someone. I just broke up with my boyfriend. Jeffrey was a marine biologist, which sounds interesting, but really it's not. Well, first he started cheating on me, and then he ended up being a murderer. And even then, I really didn't want to break up with him because he was so helpful for the work dynamics. So yeah, now I'm looking for a new boyfriend so my work life can go back to normal.
I've searched high and low, I've looked near and far for something droll and jovial in the soprano repertoire. It seems to me that when the notes climb higher on the staff, it becomes less likely that anyone will laugh. I rode on carousels and spent some time in Oklahomas. I've sailed on showboats and I've loved some music men. If there's one thing that it's taught me, if there's one thing that I know, I'll sing my ass off, but Ado Annie steals the show. She's funny. Lori, not funny. I'll never find a funny song, I fear, because it's just so goddamn hard to land a joke on here. Knock, knock, two guys walk into a bar. That's what she said. Maybe when we sing this high, the vowels all distort the rhyming. Maybe all the writers think sopranos don't have good timing. And so I give you all your spoonful of saccharine. And dated love songs, always earnest and sincere. I'll hold a note so purely that no one else would dare. But let some bitch just melt it out, and you forget I'm there. Why, she's funny! Belting's funny! So listen, little mixy Brett. Go get your laughs, but I know that is all you're gonna get. 'Cause no matter how you try, you'll never fucking ever sing this high. I was late today. Did anyone see when I was late? It was really embarrassing. Oh, God, I can't get fired. I can't go back to Arby's. I was transferred from the twin-fold Arby's to Louisville because I was such a good worker. I am! I'm really diligent and hardworking. But last week I was late. I just can't figure out the traffic in this town. So I was late, and I had to rush everything. The patties, and the toast, and the apple pies. I was doing 17 things at once, and you should never do more than 3 things at once in the kitchen. That's what it says in the manual. I know what it says in the manual. But I was doing all these things, and you know the beef and cheddar chili? I turned up the heat too high and it all exploded. No, I mean it really burst out of the oven and was bubbling all over the counters and the ice cream machine, and it was all over me. I was covered with beef and cheddar. It was on my uniform and in my hair and in my mouth, and I'm a vegetarian. And my boss came over and fired me right there. Didn't even let me brush my teeth. So you see why I can't go back.
I walked just like you said. Head up, eyes alert. But then this guy started following me. And usually I do this thing where I hold my breath and I try to disappear from the world, and usually it works and most people don't know I'm there. I mean, I'm gone. But today I decide not to. I decide to, stay where I am. I mean, I just went swimming and I feel so alive. So I'm like, yeah, make my day. And he walks up behind me and he goes, I can smell you, and you smell delicious. I kept walking. But then I'm like, no. Hell no. I'm not afraid of you. And I turn around and I say, what you smell is chlorine, okay? And he grabs my wrist. And I did the wrist escape thing. I did it perfect, but his hands are easily twice the size of mine, so he just starts laughing. I mean, laughing his ass off. So I take my free hand and I try to punch him in the face, but he grabs that one too, and now he's dangling me. He's dangling me, and he says, it's funny how scared you are. Don't teach us things that don't work. Your poster says how to defend yourself. But I didn't learn how to defend myself. I didn't learn shit.
So many stories a score of subjects, a stream of themes for me to learn. But while I'm turning, I keep yearning for something more. A story of my own, a tale that I don't know, a picture I'm a part of, paintings I'm inside, would be worth 1,000 words. All the things out there unheard, far away from tick and talk. The girl who took on the world once upon a time, and told those people in books they never say what they mean. Just take a look, you'll find subtext in every scene. They say they will and then won't. They say to do and then don't. So do I dare start a story of my own, a tale that I don't know, far away from tick and talk, far away from clicking clocks, far away, the girl who took on the world. Once upon a time.
You listen to me. You say you don't want to tell me how to live my life. So what do you think you've been doing? You tell me what rights I've got or haven't got and what I owe to you for what you've done for me. Let me tell you something. I owe you nothing. If you carried that bag a million miles, you did what you were supposed to do because you brought me into this world. And from that day, you owed me everything you could have ever done for me, just like I will owe my son if I ever have one. But you don't own me. You can't tell me when or where I'm out of line or try to get me to live my life according to your rules. You don't even know what I am, Dad. You don't even know who I am. You don't know what I think, how I feel, and if I tried to explain it to you every day for the rest of your life, you will never understand. You are 30 years older than I am. You and your entire lousy generation thinks the way it was for you is the way it's got to be. And not until your entire generation has lain down and died will the dead weight be off our backs. You understand? You've got to get off my back, Dad! Dad. Dad. You're my father. I'm your son. I love you. I always have, and I always will. But you think of yourself as a colored man? I think of myself as a man.
I need a diamond ring to make me feel worthwhile. I don't need designer clothes or trendy new hairstyle. All I need is the midnight breeze and the summer night saying, do as you please. All I need to get me by is this full moon in July. And you to run your fingers through my hair, and you to pull me close and make me forget the world out there. Just you and me under this yellow moon. Don't make the cat off little on that silver spoon, 'cause you and I July.
Well, here we are. Fuck. The story of my life is written, and the Cliff Notes version is love is a fucking nightmare. You suck. Which I guess I've always known, but is this funny to you? Do you have any idea what happens next? Well, for those of you not so well versed in 19th century Russian drama, this is where the play ends. I shoot myself. And no one's life is changed. Right? Right! Another play over and done with, and once again, nothing real has actually happened. Well, maybe this is just a stupid fucking play. And maybe I don't want to shoot myself in the head. Oh, but then where's the catharsis? You'll all want your fucking money back. So where's the... Can a fellow get a little fucking catharsis around here? I mean... I shoot myself. Or not. Or... Stop the fucking play!
There's a bang, then a rumble, as the engine starts and then stumbles. One more tug, now she's going. There's a strong propeller wind blowing, and she spits and she sputters. As I check the tail and the rudders, and she jumps like she's proven that she just can't wait to get moving now. Down the field, gaining speed, pull her up, there she goes, oh, up above, not a road to guide me through these clouds. I am free to roam with this thrill and this joy inside me. In these skies, I am home. I see those folks below me, and I wonder if they know that just by being there they show me just how far a simple man like me can go. All my life there's been one desire, just to fly like the birds I see. With these wings I am climbing higher. In these skies I am free. In these skies I have found my calling, more complete than a man should be. Let me rise without fear of falling. In these skies, in these skies, in these skies, I am free.
Maggie Dupree,
Sanaya K.
Alexa Niles,
Avery Walters.
Ryan Forrest, Annabelle Poinsett,
Sam DeLuca.
Gloria Lovell,
Avery Avellino.
Angela Meyer, Catherine Rossi, Eleni Cash, Ray Butcher, Madison Harrigan, Julia Gustafson,
Cody Lewandowski, and we are Coastal Carolina University's BFA Performing Class of 2025.
Shut up!